The top 4 fears that hold most people back from starting a home-based business. Hi, it's Tricia. I know what it's like to have fears and doubts defeat me. I'd always wanted to work for myself, but I didn't know how. So instead of pursuing my dream, I went into the corporate world and slogged it out there, and it completely debilitated me. I was totally overloaded and totally stressed. I now work for myself from home. I've left my job, I'm out of the corporate rat race, I've replaced my income, I work part-time from home with flexibility. So I chose to overcome my fears and go for what I want. In this video, I'll share the top 4 fears that hold most people back from starting a home-based business. It could even be from an online business or even a bricks and mortar business. Fear number 1, is it a scam? Will I lose my money? Can I trust the people and the company? I've seen lots of videos, lots of webinars, lots of businesses, and yes, there is a lot of information out there that is misleading and worrying for me. So it's easy, it's normal to have fears. You know, if you're wanting to step out of your comfort zone and have a new life and do something you've never done before, of course we're going to have fears and doubts. So, is it a scam? Well, we really need to check out the company. We really need to check out the people. And one of the ways we can do that is asking questions. It's really great if there is an actual person that you can speak to and you can check them out. You can suss them out and, you know, ask them questions. Any question you want, just ask them questions. So for me, a lot of the webinars and things I checked out, there was nobody to ask. It was just like, I didn't know where the people were. I didn't know how to contact them. There were gaps in the information. It didn't really explain everything. So there's no way I was going to get involved with anything like that because, you know, there wasn't even I couldn't even find a real person behind it. Another thing you can do is there's reviews on sites like Trustpilot and FIFO. So if you're going to Google something, make sure the source of your information is legitimate and real, and from people who have actually done that business or used that product. So Trustpilot and FIFO, they are reviews from customers, real customers. You need to look out for what is called a catfish marketer. So a catfish marketer will know that a particular company or a particular business is going to be Googled. So they use that to their advantage. So they will write a review. It's not usually based on their own experience at all, but they write a review that's damning that particular company. And then you'll see that they are advertising their company within that. So it's basically like a lead source for them. They know people will Google, so then they can lead them potentially to their business. So you need to watch out for that as well. For myself, I was looking for people that walk the walk, not just talk the talk. So with what I do, I chose an online business. I work from home part-time. I've replaced my corporate income. I no longer work a job. So I was looking for people who had done that or were very, very close to doing it. I wanted to be dealing with people who have walked the walk. I wanted something legit. I'm just like, show me the system. Does it work? Does it work? Because I had been, well, let's see, I don't even know a word to describe it. Let's say disappointed. I did multi-level marketing early on in my life. I followed the system exactly and really got nowhere. And now that I'm out of it, I can see why. I can see, you know, about the multiple levels and the different percentages and just the whole way the business model works. So I can see why it is very hard to be making money in a system like that. And, you know, you really need to be finding people that are walking the walk and that you trust what they're saying. Like, in the multi-level marketing, they kept saying you can earn $40,000 a month, you can out-earn the person who introduced you, but it wasn't true. And even the people who were saying that they were making the money, they actually weren't. It was just all made up. It was all false or exaggerated, you know? I mean, you get a sense of when you're talking to somebody, are they telling the truth? Are they real or not? Can you trust them? So just, you know, go with your gut, keep asking questions, keep looking at information. But also make sure you don't, collapse the field on something. Don't assume things, don't prejudge things, don't put on stuff from the past and let that taint your future. Like I could have not started a business ever again and not followed a turnkey business or a business in a box ever again because of my multi-level marketing experience. But I knew that there would be a business model out there that ticked my boxes, that was legitimate, that would get me the results I wanted, and it was doing something that I enjoy doing and I'm happy to do, and I'm making a difference in people's lives. So I just kept searching until I found that. So yeah, don't prejudge, just keep asking, keep checking things out. You'll know when to pursue something or not. But make sure you're talking to the real person that's doing the business, not just what you see on Google and things like that. Fear number 2, can I do it? So even if you can see it working for someone else, there's still the fear and the question, can I do it though? I mean, I'm different to them. I don't have any business experience. I've never done my own business before. I work a job. I've got other demands. I've got a family. I've got these other commitments. I'm not tech savvy. I don't know what an online business is. There's all these different reasons that we can look at ourselves and go, well, can I do it? So I have found that personal development is a key here. I came across personal development when I was 18 years old, and it has been a game changer for me, to really work on myself, my belief, my fears, my limiting beliefs, trying to not self-sabotage because I have been very good at that. So, really listening to people and learning from people. I've got plenty of resources to help you with that too. And, some of them are free, some of them are paid. But wow, it's just phenomenal the growth we can go through when we're really looking for and really, really wanting to change our lives, to transform our lives and turn them around. So it's easy to have fears and worries when you're stepping out of your comfort zone and you're wanting to take life to a new level. But, are you willing to learn? That's one of the key things I find. I look for two things. Are you willing to learn? Are you teachable? Number 2, what's your desire? Do you actually have a desire, a dream, a goal that's bigger than the obstacles that you're going to overcome? Because of course there's going to be hurdles and obstacles. There's going to be things that you don't know. I mean, I had to watch training videos again and again and again because it just took me so long to, absorb and understand all of this new stuff. But I just knew I didn't want my life to be the same, and I knew that I wanted to go on this new path. Like I saw the new path, I wanted to take it. I could see fulfillment and enjoyment and satisfaction there. So are you willing to learn? So in the end, I think I thought to myself, you know what? I have found a business model that works. I can see it works. So why not me? If they can do it, I can do it. So why not me? Now, again, of course, you need to be open to personally growing and growing through all your challenges. You need to be following the system. There's obviously different criteria or different, things that you need to be doing for that success. But what about asking yourself, why not me? Instead of asking, can I do it? Can I succeed? What about asking, what if I did it? What if I did succeed? What if I turned my life around? How is that really going to look? So obviously it's key, the business you choose and the business model you choose, because you can be putting time into something, lots of time, like I was into multi-level marketing, and getting nowhere. So you can be following the system, but if the system doesn't work, well, obviously you're not going to get far. Okay, so again, think of something like McDonald's, the McDonald's system versus, the person that opens a local cafe or something. Where I live, the cafes just keep changing because so many people start a business and they have no idea how to run a business. They don't know what systems to put in place. They just have no idea. So You need to find a system, you need to find a business model that works, really works. But you can check out my other videos about that topic. I won't keep raving on about it here. For me, it's been so important because, as I say, you can just be putting your time and money into something that is not going to take you anywhere. It's just going to be frustrating and like a pit, a pit of money that you're just sort of throwing away. Fear number 3. But I'm not tech savvy. I don't know how to use a computer. I'm not up to date with technology. I'm too old. Things like that. Now, for me, that was the case. I'd been out of the workplace for over 10 years. Everything had changed. Online businesses didn't really exist when I was in the corporate world. I didn't use, emails and things. We didn't use emails. We'd go around and put things in people's inbox. So things had changed dramatically. So I could have let that stop me. I could have thought, well, I don't know. Even today there's things I do where I've got no idea, but I look it up or I ask somebody, I ask an expert to help me, So instead of letting not being tech savvy stop me or not being, being a particular age stop me, I'm like, well, hang on. Seriously, once again, I'm like, if others can do it, I can do it. And really, do I want to do it? If I really, really want to do it, of course, then I overcome those hurdles and I look and I'm like, right, let's look for a solution here. Obviously there's going to be a solution if I look for it. One of the key things for me has been making sure there's training and support set up. Everything was new to me starting an online business. So there's it's great to have initial training. It's great to have ongoing training. It's great to have a support system there set up. It's great to have somebody that you can talk to, ask questions. They can help guide you. It's just so powerful to have that training and support and to have a person that's actually there, to help and guide you. Another thing you can look at too is how you talk to yourself. I remember a book I read so long ago called What You Say When You Talk to Yourself by Shad Helmstetter. So this was a long time ago, it's over 30 years ago. So I'm sure there's a lot of things that have been written since then. But I remembered it so much because it was like, oh, what am I saying to myself? So that's why a lot of the times now, especially with the technical things or just getting up to date with what's, happening in business and the world and the marketplace and all of that, I need to consciously say to myself, I can do this, I can learn this, and really put myself into that perspective of thinking and the opportunity and possibility of that. So our mindset is really key. Before I go into the 4th point of the top 5 fears that hold people back from starting a home-based business, please hit the subscribe button. It means you can easily find out about any new videos that I'm uploading, and I will be talking about things to do with choosing a legitimate business, a home-based business, and how to set up the time and money freedom that you're wanting. Fear number 4, the fear of failure. But it could also be the fear of success. Sometimes it can be both. So, wow, have a think about it. Do you actually have a fear of failure? But also, do you have a fear of success? Now, it might not come to you straight away. You might need to do a bit of deep delving and really questioning to find out and to look at that. These fears are real though. They feel so real, don't they? Any fear feels so real until we work out a way to work through it and overcome it. So for me, one of the fears was, well, how do I run a business? I want to earn 6 figures from a business, but I've never had a business before. So how do I do that? So, that's why it was so key for me to find a business model that actually can take me there and ticks my boxes. But my first goal was earning $10,000 a month. And once I'd earned that, and I realized that it was because of my bad experience with MLM in the past, because for all that time, I just kept dreaming. I kept believing I could have my freedom. I really wanted to be my own boss and leave my job. So I just kept believing that and following what they said, and none of it happened. So it meant that after that, I was just shattered. I was so disappointed. I did not want to dream again. So even when I got to the 10K point in my current business, I still was limiting myself, sabotaging myself, living in fear. I just did not want to dream again. So I used personal development. I used whatever I could to break through that. Once I'd identified what was happening, I'm like, that's it. I've got to do something about myself, because I don't want to be earning $10,000 a month. I want to be earning more. I want to be helping more people to earn that. I want to be helping people to have their freedom. I have massive mission, and that's what comes into all of these fears and doubts. If you have a mission or a vision that's so much bigger than the hurdles and obstacles that you're going to overcome, well, that's a key part of it, So for me, I want to be a billionaire philanthropist. I want to be giving so much money and helping people and helping the world, So for me, it's not material stuff. It's more so about giving. It's about blessing people. So if you have a focus on what you really want, and then you work on things to do with your belief in yourself, that that you're worthy of those things, that you can have those things, that it is open for you as well. It's open for everyone. It's not for the limited few. When you have that, it makes such a big difference, because really we want to break through those fears. We want to get out of our comfort zone. We want to live the life that we want. We want to take life up a step. We want to have that fulfillment and that freedom. So of course we need to take action towards things. It's no point just thinking about it. We need to take action. And it can just be little steps. It could be just something little every day, something to do with your thinking, something to do with your outlook, something to do with, something you might read. But it can just be little steps along the way to help you to overcome. And the power of decision is something that has really impacted me, because we decide who we are. We decide who we are and who we're being, what we're worthy of. We decide all of that. So, we can decide that it's not for us. We can decide that we can't have that. But alternatively, we could decide, well, it is for me. I can have it. As I've said before, why not me? And if others can, why not me? So a lot of it is to do with our perspective, to do with our thinking, to do with our self-belief, and working through those things so that we can actually, get through the fears and doubts. Now, the fears and doubts can still be there, but the thing is they're getting smaller and smaller as the days and months and years go on. And as you take those steps, those leaps of faith, even if they're small, it just feels so good. It's just so liberating and so joyful to take the steps, because you're just so happy with yourself that you've actually not let that fear or doubt destroy you. You've done something about it. You've blasted through it. Woohoo! I've got a free gift for you. When you go to brilliantunstoppableyou.com, there's a free guide on the 5 steps to entrepreneurial freedom. It will take you through the 5 foundational steps that I found important when I wanted to transform my life and take it to a new level. Whether it's money, well-being, lifestyle, travel, being your own boss, these steps will help you to catapult forward. I spent a lot of time putting it together, and like I said, it's free. I really want to help people to thrive and live their life of freedom, to live freely, to live abundantly, to have a wow life. Go to brilliantunstoppableyou.com and grab it. I'll also put the link in the description and the first comment. I'll see you there.